All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Violet Evergarden, episode 12. Okay, so the last episode we had to deal with a guy who Violet, tried to save but was unsuccessful.
But she delivered the letter.
She delivered the letter. Also, I think they're hinting at the whole conflict potentially re-escalating.
Military-wise. Yeah.
There's some kind of anti-peace faction that's starting to rise up again. And this is something that could involve Dietfried, but the thing is that it kind of has to.
Right, because
we've been building him up for a while, but not actually capitulating on any of them. It's probably the one thing that I don't think Violet Evergarden is handling well, is just his character.
Well, and I think that might be because it's a light novel adaptation, so it might be something where they're not actually meaning for him to have resolution stuff in this season. If it got a second season, that's where it would be or something. But
but then I wouldn't introduce him at all.
Right, exactly,
So it's kind of interesting, but hey, if this is we've just been waiting for this episode and potentially even the next one for that, sounds great.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun. Maybe have some more action, scenes.
I mean, it was pretty stellar last episode.
So all that beauty and more. So without further ado, let's get into this. All right, guys, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. In Citragal. Oh. Oh, crap. Okay.
Oh,
yep. There he is. There he is. Dietfried bargain villain.
Your ponytail is just so powerful.
He doesn't look happy about this.
Yeah.
It's like he's actually just kind of tired of bringing his men into conflict,
Which might be motivation for why he'd want to get Violet in this. Use her instead,
Oh, sure. Oh, that's it. That's it. I think they're trying to make us sympathetic towards him.
And it's working. Really? I wonder who that would be.
Yeah. Interesting. いい言葉を覚えたへゆくたび日陰の中手を伸ばすの生きる鳥ではわからないな言葉をなるなしゃもしれないさよならは苦くて愛してるわ遠い匂いがした遠いのこの想いはとても怖くてあれはとても悲しくて私なんで泣いてるんだろう心になんで答えたらいいことはいつでも語るでもなくてそいにあるばかり踊るばかり足はあなたに会いたくなる Yeah. Killed it. Playing. To dysentery? No, I'm just... Of course it's Violet. Violet Evergarden des.
So this is just the return trip, I guess?
It could be the return trip, or it's like, hey, nope, we're still going, because this plane looks a lot more... It looks a lot bigger, doesn't it, than the previous one?
I don't know.
Or no, it's the same. So who knows? It could be the return trip, yeah. Oh, Catalia is the doll going. Gotcha. Okay, so that was a return trip.
Yeah.
Catalia is the highest professional of all the dolls. Gotcha. Cool. This is a classic thing where Violet could potentially need to save her friends as well as other people.
I'm worried about Benedict in this situation.
Indeed. Oh, little young sailor. Oh, that boat looks so good in the water.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it's just gorgeous. The names of these places are just amazingly, like, unique. Oh!
Oh!
Ah, yes. She's like, I won't have you talking crap about my Claudia Hodgins. Oh, he hates being constantly compared to his brother as well.
Oh, sure.
Did you feel that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I can already smell the part 2 coming.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well said. Magical. Dude, get wrecked. Oh.
You should try it sometime.
Yeah, just keep showering praise for Violet. This is great for this. Now poop on his head. Seal the deal. 1, 2, 3.
No, I think this bird's going to poop on his head.
Take a little dump on the bargain villain.
A little Violet dump. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so is this the faction that's going against them?
I hope we get a requiem for this Brigadier General. Oh.
Dang. Oh, if Violet gets involved, this is going to be so good.
Oh, yeah.
Dang, okay. That'll be a strong point for them to hold, you know.
Yeah.
You know, if they keep it.
Bound by peace.
And railroad blows up.
Okay, but that sky.
I know. Everything in this beautiful, just
Wow.
Oh, and the lighting. Oh,
Yeah,
the lens
okay.
flare is just perfect. Like, not too much, not too little. Okay. Pieces are moving. They're set up along the railroad track. Hodgins.
Hey. Yeah, this is definitely setting up for a two-parter.
Yeah, this is definitely...
Why is it that every dude in this show seems to have just, like, the saddest eyes?
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of the women seem to have more of the, like, the hope in their eyes, you know?
Uh-huh.
It is interesting. Oh, this would be a good spot to take out. Oh, and they basically just set it up. Yep. Right there. Oh, does she have binocular vision? Like, oh, yeah. You can see it from here. Dang.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. We're gonna airdrop Violet in again. Violet versus 1,040 soldiers. Wow. Okay.
I hope there's not a rail tracer on this transcontinental railroad.
Oh, crap. Wow.
Wow, Violet has good eyes.
Yeah. How is he gonna pull this off?
Bargain Villain's gonna be so disappointed.
Okay. Oh! Okay. Hey, shut up, Catalia. Oh, here we go. Watch, he's gonna be like, okay, you know, like, he's gonna rope her into this.
Yep. Because this is where they can actually agree, because it's not
Yep.
about Violet doing the work of a doll, it's about her doing the work of a soldier.
Right. Too bad they're already here.
Oh.
Oh. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Ooh, some 3D.
Yep.
Very smooth. Oh boy. Oh crap. Divide and conquer. Oh, and there's more than one of them. There's a small group.
Oh.
Okay.
This feels a lot like Baccano.
Yeah.
You've got the 2 military sides, and then you've got the 1 X Factor.
Yeah. Blood will be shed this night.
And it's on a transcontinental railroad.
Right. Oh.
Violet just grabs a kitchen knife.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
Holy crap. Oh. Okay.
All
It's
right.
time. I want to see her, like, tear her sleeves off. It's like, it's time. All right. Let's squat up.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Dang.
Okay. Maybe some
self-projected, you know.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep. Oh.
He's awfully brave right now.
Yeah. Oh. Talking is not a free action, buddy. It's so dark, though.
Yeah.
Oh. Dang.
Okay, and then a woman in a dress standing on top of a train in...
Oh! Whoa!
Yeah, they're totally okay.
Combat doll. This is true.
She's combat ready.
Oh, this is her job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like burn marks. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Which is so fitting because of, the things that she lost in the war.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, but they do. Wait, they're not just gonna shoot her from far away? I mean, they could have just done a volley, but okay.
Oh. Yeah. He was falling. I was like, if any of them fall off the train, they're dead.
Yeah. Did that hit her?
I think so, yeah. Oh! Wow!
No!
Crap. Okay, okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Oh! Whoa! Nice. Oh. And he's off.
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Dang. Yeah, there it is. Oh. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Even more.
Oh, oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh my god.
Wait.
It was a grenade launcher. She took
Wait.
it. She took
That
it.
was... Wait.
Yeah, it was some kind of explosive grenade launcher kind of thing. And you heard it clank on metal, so she put her hand out and grabbed it. So she might lose one or both of her metal arms now. It's like it's all happening all over again.
Well, yeah. We saw a little bit of metal afterwards, though. With when, like...
Yeah, but that could be just chunks of it, you know.
Yeah, well, and hopefully it's not the metal, because if it blows the metal away, they might not do this, but if it blew the metal away, it would probably have killed her, too. Like, just because, like, the shrapnel of the metal and stuff like that. Like, they might not go into that kind of detail, but... And just, like, I don't know. Yeah.
Or what it did is it ricocheted it, because it's not going to explode necessarily immediately on contact. And she's really gravely wounded now.
Yeah.
Okay, so action fighting on a train, Baccano style.
Yep.
We've actually been given a lot of reasons to have sympathy now for Dietfried bargain villain.
Yep.
Who kind of think deserves his name Dietfried now because... Yeah. Okay, all right. So we now have a lot of good characterization for Dietfried.
Yep.
I'm not even going to call him a bargain villain anymore.
Yeah, as much as I like that nickname, he doesn't deserve it anymore.
Yeah. He's lost a brother.
Yep.
He's lost probably the closest person to him in his life.
Oh, yeah.
And he blames her because she's so good at what she does.
That how was she not able to save him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She slaughtered hundreds. She's you know, she's a weapon. And yet the one time she needed to really be useful in his perspective, she failed. And now she's trying to move on with her life as if nothing happened.
And of course
he doesn't like that.
He doesn't like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, with that ending though, the fact that they showed her afterwards, they didn't just end it with like the explosion, right?
Right.
They showed that look in her eyes afterwards. That it perplexes me, and at the same time, I think I kind of get what they're going for because it's the whole idea that she doesn't want anyone else to die, right?
Ooh, yes.
So even this person that has treated her like crap, right? She's still risking herself to save him,
and he's the brother of the one that she couldn't save.
Exactly. So
and she totally would have taken. And the fact I think that it is a grenade launcher, I think it's almost poetic that what happened to Gilbert was a grenade.
Yeah.
And she's basically like, no, I will jump on that grenade.
Right, exactly.
Rather than let someone else die under my watch, under my protection.
Yeah.
And this is someone that despises her. It makes it even better for her to show, in some ways, that Dietfried has completely misjudged her. And she's way more than just a tool now.
Right.
She saved you even when you had no reason to deserve it.
Yep.
You weren't even under. You weren't even her
CO.
CO. You weren't even her CO at this point.
Right.
She was just helping because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And she was also shot, stabbed, and bludgeoned a bit by rifle butts and stuff. So she's not doing too well.
This is
pretty intense.
For sure.
And they're not out of the woods yet, even on the train.
Nope. And I'm really curious though how, because I could potentially see them doing something where maybe they are out of the woods on the train,
possibly.
And then the next episode is the resolution of this because what it seems like they're setting up here is that they're setting it up for there to be long-lasting consequences and ramifications of this conflict, right? Either for her or for Dietfried or for both of them, right? And I'm really excited to see that. The fact that the dude shot as he was falling off the train,
right,
and the fact that they dealt with the brigadier general, rest in peace. That they could have it ended here if they wanted to.
The brigadier general is actually crawling up the side.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and he was and he was grabbing his pistol. And I was thinking, oh no, he's gonna shoot. But then the other guy that she punched.
That's right.
The one that did the infiltrating, he was like, all right. And he's like, I got this, Brigadier General. And he points his thing up there and Dietfried quickly, one hand,
boom,
badass, just shoots him and doesn't kill him instantly because I think he was just trying to get a body shot in quickly.
Right, exactly.
And he starts to fall, and as he does, he aims and fires. And I love that because on the one hand, Dietfried shows up. He's extremely competent.
Yes.
He utilizes his abilities, but he chastises Violet because not only is she not doing what he believes is her purpose, but also he's saying, where do you get off? The arrogance of you not protecting yourself when you're in danger like this and, not killing them either.
Right, exactly.
So he's basically saying, why are you trying to be better than me? Why are you trying to act like you're more human than me?
Sure.
And it's something that I love because it's it's the perfect comeuppance for him because it's not something where he's going to have any dramatic consequences happen to him. If anything, he's going to have to reevaluate his belief systems and his thoughts internally, and then in some ways maybe actually be willing to grieve and accept reality that
Gilbert is dead.
Yeah. And it
wasn't anyone's fault.
It's not anyone's fault.
Yeah.
And I like that in some ways the Brigadier General's talk with Violet kind of parallels that. The whole idea of accepting reality and moving on, and that the war, was horrible, but we can't go into this back and forth, eye for an eye kind of thing because, it just doesn't work. So
I feel like Catalia's thing that she said to Dietfried on the boat about Violet's letters and all that stuff. I feel like that's really what this episode and the next episode is going to be all about. But then the difference is that
did you just read my mind?
Yeah. If
the
letter. Well, yeah, the letter. And if Violet loses her arms, if she lost her arms again, what if someone else had to write her a letter?
Well, yes, sure.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking like that. That's great. My thing was I wasn't even thinking that far ahead. I was just thinking that they're both going to write a letter to Gilbert. They're going to write it together. Yeah. It's not about who's actually going to be doing the scribing.
Okay.
It's just about them both.
Right.
Essentially saying goodbye.
And this is,
and that's what they can do.
Exactly. And the whole bit with Catalia's thing that she was talking to Dietfried, I feel like is kind of her telling him the effect that Violet is going to have on him. Not necessarily through a letter. They'll have the letter that will come later, but like that will. I feel like the letter will end up being the culmination of what has already happened. Because if war is his language, right? This is them doing that, and then if the letters are her language, then that's going to be the next episode. But I really like this, and okay. The thing that Dietfried said to Violet of where do you get off like when you can't even defend yourself and you say you're gonna not kill people, what you said, everything you said about it is excellent and I love it. One of the other things though that is a connection that I make, so the Baccano references were pretty insane this episode. Transcontinental Railway, two military forces going towards each other, X Factor mysterious person that has super ninja skills and martial arts abilities,
lady in a dress waiting
on a train for the the people to come get her, and then on top of a train two badasses talk to each other about the merits of not killing people and how that it is so arrogant. And one of them, the one that is more antagonistic, says it is so arrogant of you to not kill people, right?
Right.
That's weakness.
Which is funny because neither of them were in Baccano. Neither of them were had clean hands.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Both of them were extremely bloodied with just
physically and
murder. They murdered a lot of people on the train that night. So.
But like the fact that they had all of those things happening.
Yeah, and there were three parties in this one too.
Yep. So like.
I love it.
I love that a show as classy as Violet Evergarden is so like, okay, maybe this is coincidence.
It could be.
But this is blatant referencing if I ever saw it. And the fact that a classy show like Violet Evergarden is referencing a very different but also very classy show like Baccano. I just love it.
I mean, there's a diplomatic, political figure on the train. Like
and they're literally attacking to get at the political figure and all that. Yeah, like
I mean it is a political figure versus an envoy in this show, an ambassador of sorts.
Right. So it's not like a person in direct political power.
It's a messenger of sorts.
Yeah,
a representative.
A representative. So they still have political relevance, even though they're not a big figurehead, kind of person.
Right.
But
it's really close. Basically, guys, this is our usual shill. Go watch Baccano if you haven't.
Do it.
Because Baccano is basically like
this
is a super condensed version version of like a tenth of what Baccano is in this episode.
Yeah.
And Baccano is crazy awesome. So
and totally different themes, of course.
Totally different.
But like just all of these specific like plot elements that were in here.
Oh man, did you catch that it was Baccano first, or was that me? I think it was you.
I think it was me.
Yeah, because I saw the train and I was like, "Ooh, and a train," and you were like, "Baccano," and I was like,
"Well, because it was the fact that they were like, oh yeah, we're going to be on this train, transcontinental. Oh, okay.
Oh, that was what did it for you.
And then also the fact that the other people were going to be attacking, and I'm like,
I mean, I'm just saying, of like all the anime that we've ever watched, very few of them have even trains in the plot.
Right.
And then the ones that do, this is a very, very, very close like connection to Baccano. But anyways,
But
anyways, that's a fun thing we had to bring up. But they have definitely set up a proper part 2.
Yes.
There is a little bit of conflict that can carry over for sure.
Right.
The main thing I think that's going to be interesting is what is the letter that not really the letter, but I feel like what is going to be the circumstances that leads to Violet writing a letter to kind of close off the show.
I don't know, because saving Dietfried, right? That is a great coming full circle, because it's her doing the thing that she couldn't do before, right?
Yeah, she through dumb luck of the grenade, she wasn't able to do it last time.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the previous instance it was again something where she let the person go. She didn't kill them.
Yes.
Because she could have killed him. He had run out of ammo, but she
Good
let him
catch.
go and he ran away, and then he came back with a grenade. In this case, and I think this was like one of the first guys she took out.
It was the guy that he was like, oh, I've encountered her before, and then he's like about to say something and poof, just
and she let him live. She didn't kill him, and then he comes back with a grenade. But this time she's ready.
But in a lot of ways it's not completely over, because the Brigadier General has a pistol as well. So who knows?
Now, okay. Here's a way that they could make it so that potentially Violet's totally fine and have it still
have some
be meaningful. Yeah. Because previously, when there was the whole grenade thing, she lost her arms.
Yeah.
Now, here, she blocked it with her arms.
She blocked it. Impossible.
She has learned well. Yeah.
You can do this, Violet.
But because if they made it so that her arms were actually fine and she was able to block it completely because they were metal, that is kind of like saying that it's the scars of the past, right? The fact that she's grown as a person, right? And she's learned to accept that what happened. That would be a way to basically have her get out of it relatively unscathed.
That is true.
And still basically carry narrative weight.
Right. I like it.
They don't have to do that, of course, but that was just something I thought of.
But it still works. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I think the coolest thing about this is that this is a redemptive episode for Dietfried, but this is also a way for Violet's character development that she's already had to be shown to the person that it matters to the most.
Right.
Because they have such a contradictory viewpoint of Violet up until this point. And I like how Catalia and Benedict were used to great effect on the boat to showcase that you don't know what's happened to Violet in the last little bit. She's changed since then. And I like how Benedict was used to agree with him, but give she's giving her all. Now, this is something that I think is kind of interesting, is that Dietfried never doubts her abilities.
No.
He just thinks that her life shouldn't be allowed to get a restart on life.
Right.
In some ways, when Dietfried is being talked to by the generals and all the other military guys and stuff, he's like, oh, you're just using me now because, my brother isn't around to fix all your problems, and they're all like, it's not like that or anything, Baka,
Yeah.
He basically hit the nail on the head there, and he looked exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
He looked like the kind of person that was tired of being used for, their means or what have you.
Right.
And I think that in that respect, he feels a lot like a tool. He feels a lot like a weapon that it can't really be anything else. And I wonder if he's tried to actually reintegrate back into society and stuff, but he's just like, I can't. He's like, old patterns have stuck too hard. I can't do it. Like, I have the burn. He's like, I have the burn marks. I've killed too many people. I don't see an out for me. And then he's also utilizing the death of his brother as a crutch to reinforce that belief. So what I would like to see here in a really cool way is a conversation between him and Claudia.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because they both probably could understand each other the most. Even more so than Violet could understand Dietfried, I would say. Because Violet still isn't the most, perceptive of certain things with regards to...
She hasn't gone through the same things that they have gone through.
Right.
Because for her, it was very, very different.
Right, and in a lot of ways, Dietfried doesn't like Claudia Hodgins because he's like, the minute the war is over, he retires and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to have a talk, but I would like Violet's words to kind of echo in his head and kind of bounce around in there, because there's nothing attached to them other than honesty. Like, it's just what she honestly believes. And that can break through all the defenses and stuff, and then Claudia comes in and basically is like, is maybe a little bit of empathy. It's just kind of like, I know what this is like.
I miss him too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably going to be quote for quote, like, in the episode.
So good.
But then have it all capitulate with an awesome session of Violet doing what she does best and writing an awesome letter from not just her, from Dietfried, from herself, and maybe in some ways from everyone, to Gilbert. Basically we miss you, Gilbert, and we're so glad to have had you, to have had who you are as a part of our lives and stuff. And I think that'll be a very heartfelt, sweet way to end at least what they've got so far in the story.
One thing that I am very much worried about, and this is a small thing, but it's very precious, and that is the locket, the brooch. The brooch. Yeah, not the locket. But because so the Brigadier General dude had it. Yeah, it was from Gilbert. Now, the Brigadier General, I don't know if he still has it. I don't know if he tossed it over the side.
He got knocked over.
Right.
So odds are it's been lost.
And the thing is that they could use that as a way of, like, Gilbert's gone, you know?
Yes.
They could do that.
Yes.
They could do that.
I like that.
But I also like the idea of it being a way to, remember him and all that. Because the idea is that even though you accept that the people that you loved are gone, you don't forget them. And especially with the grenade, I just don't see how it could still be on the train.
No, but what if that's actually a way for one character to kind of have a moment? Is Violet's in the hospital, and someone brings it to her. Like, who would it have the most story impact to bring it back? Dietfried?
Yeah,
and that's him basically being like he doesn't show it immediately, but he kind of shows up and he's like, thank you for saving my life.
Right, he's not going to let the last thing from Gilbert basically go away.
Oh, that's a good point, because when he saw that, he knew where it came from.
Yeah.
That is a good point, though. There's a lot of things that Violet hasn't told him about necessarily.
Sure.
Because I get the feeling that the brothers weren't telling each other everything. Because it's not really a thing that brothers don't do. I mean, not to use a double negative. Brothers tell each other a lot of things, but they don't necessarily tell each other everything. I think that's kind of a stereotypically male thing to kind of be like, we talk about what seems relevant and stuff at the time, but we don't be like, we don't recount our days, in full detail.
And Gilbert and Dietfried are very different people.
Exactly.
So I get the feeling like they didn't necessarily get along that great, even when Gilbert was around, because like when Dietfried showed Gilbert Violet, right?
Yes.
Gilbert was not the type of person to treat Violet that way.
Yeah.
And he changed things immediately, so there may have been some...
totally.
The things between them might not have been all that great, which I would totally get, which would also reinforce why Dietfried hates Violet so much. And then him bringing back the brooch, if he did, would be a great way to sort of reconcile that, or at least a gesture of some kind. But
For sure.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that that's something that could happen. I just am wondering whether or not it'll be a thing of them both being injured and someone they're injured right next to each other and opposite beds or what have you, and someone else comes and brings it, and
Yeah.
or just the idea of it being gone.
Yeah.
I like both. I also like the idea potentially of it falling into that river, by the bridge and stuff. I think it would have fallen before that because they hadn't crossed the bridge at this point. But someone eventually coming in, finding it, and bringing it back. But
Sure.
I'm not really too hard on the whole idea of the brooch being like,
what they do with it.
Yeah. Because it was from Gilbert, and Gilbert is gone. And I like the idea of her not holding on so tightly to something that's gone.
Right.
So
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is a great episode. This is a lot of good stuff here. It sets up a very good emotional part 2.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic
Looking forward to that.
action, fantastic tense escapade on a train.
Yep.
So yeah, if you want to see the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. Any level of support gets you access to our Discord where you can chat with us about stories or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.